Good morning, everyone. It's Ravecal, playing some more Trials of Mana. Looks like we do not have access to our new seeds yet. Did a little poking around, and from what I can tell, most of the guides were terrible, as it seems like most post-GameFAQs era web guides are, except for dedicated sites. I don't suppose we can... That was literally the spot that it suggested that I go? Oh, fine. We'll go to Navarre and try to save Fairy. So last time we grabbed the mana sword, but lost Fairy, and the mana goddess basically said, hey, I know I was supposed to be saving you, but you're on your own. Good luck. So here we are.
Fairy is in danger. We must hurry.
Belladonna won't get off easy if she's hurt Fairy.
Fine then. Here I go.
Of course.
How's it going?
Okay. So we have not been to Navarre Fortress yet.
Hang on. It's the enemy.
The area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest.
By the way, this is a great time to point out all of the enemies in this game, or a lot of the enemies in this game, their abilities are actually based on whatever character, or certain characters, usually specific versions of a character. So, like, most of the rogue type enemies, the ninjas and assassins, use the same abilities as Hawkeye. What is it?
I'll take point and leave the rear to you.
I think it's Robin Hood, Chobin Hood enemies. Use the light side of Hawkeye's tree, and the ninjas use the dark side. The tomato enemies use Charlotte, which is why they have healing. I think the assassins are the same class that Hawkeye is now, and the evil ninjas are the next tier up.
Gotta get this nuisance out of the way before we can go.
They're the tier that he's going to be soon, hopefully. That looks
Gotta get this nuisance out of the
terrifying.
way before we can go.
Right.
Don't think so.
I agree it isn't funny. What What are you doing losing in a regular battle, Angela? Get out of there. You're a spellcaster.
I never knew I had such power within me.
Hey, question mark seed. One down. Probably many, many more to go. Must be some way to open it. So I think those wormwood enemies must have been the ones that dropped it there.
I know what to do. Be gone.
I'm assuming that the wormwood enemies that we were fighting dropped it, since those are the only ones we haven't seen yet. But I don't know for that for sure. It may just be any enemies that are of a certain level. When I was looking up what enemies dropped the class change items, the specifics mentioned a few high-level werewolf enemies and some enemies in the Wondra Woods, which is that area that I walked by and saw.
Well fought.
That was the last of them. Don't get too comfortable, though.
Yup. Awesome. So, I know that it's a bit unnecessary, but I am gonna leave the
It's the enemy.
skills on Hawkeye.
How do you like me at my best?
For the item bonuses, because like I said, those question mark seeds we're going to be farming a lot later, and being able to just get it out of the way is good. Even if we just get a few of them. Now the problem with them is they are still seeds, and what that means is you don't know what you're going to get. So it's not like you get to go, oh, hey, I'm going to use this and change one of their classes. You go, hey, I'm going to plant this and see whose item I get. That is a huge boost to her. Oh, it was only 4, never mind. I keep forgetting that hers are less balanced than the other ones. We need a way through that door. So yeah, anyway, basically you plant the seed and you get not only an item for a random character out of your 3 at least. I believe, at least. They usually do a fairly good job of limiting like items and equipment and stuff you find to just your party members. So yeah, it is not only one of the 3 random party members,
Watch out for the
but it is also one of the 4 classes that that party member could theoretically turn into.
Quick! We must find Fairy and save her!
So, even though I have Hawk on the dark path, we could get the class change item that he cannot use for the light path. It is not my favorite part of this game. I love the class system. I hate the fact that you have to randomly farm items until you get the one you want.
That was exhilarating!
So when I'm saying, oh, I'm going to be farming a bunch of them, that is why. It is possible we'll get very lucky. It is much more likely that we are going to start doing some of that and then have to continue doing it over and over and over again until we get the ones we want.
Still wish you'd never cross paths with us.
I can do that too.
I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Guess let's go back here and see if there's another way.
Watch out for the enemy.
Isn't
This should do it.
Too bad. The area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest.
Alright.
careful! It's the enemy!
The wind!
That was easy.
There we go. It's pretty well hidden there. Okay, ready for this?
You made it. Now then, hand over that sword, and I will let your fairy friend go.
You are the foulest of the foul!
You think insults can hurt me? Uh-uh. Don't try anything, or your friend may die. Now, Malocchio.
Aha! So this is the Sword of Mana. With this, His Dark Majesty can finally take over this realm. What is going on?
Oh. The Sword of Mana must be rejecting corrupted souls from taking control of it. Stop this foolishness!
You think so, hmm? The Sword of Mana reflects the heart of its wielder. With the dark power entrusted to me by His Dark Majesty, I can corrupt the sword into a weapon befitting my master.
Ah, yes! Now the Sword of Mana belongs to His Dark Majesty in Mavolia!
No!
Our work here is done. We must release the Benevodons in each Mana Stone and plunge the human world into chaos. Once we purge the world of humans, His Dark Majesty, heir of Mavolia, will be revived in this realm!
Come, Belladonna.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. You lost the sword because of me. Do not blame yourself, Fairy. But now that we have lost the Mana Sword, we may have a larger problem on our hands. How can we stop them from releasing the Benevodons?
Yeah, about that.
Oh no! It started already! Quick! Let me back inside you! I'll show you what's happening to the stone! Close your eyes.
Okay. This is where things get about as real as they're gonna get.
This is horrible! The Benevodons have awakened! But they've only just revived. We still have a chance! Right now, all 8 Benevodons are separate. So, if we can defeat each one before they join and combine their power, the world might yet be saved. Let's go to the Mana Stones.
So, the first section of the game, you're trying to go through kind of following the trail to figure out what the goal is. The second part is collecting the elemental spirits, going around and finishing off your collection, basically. And as you go through that, the world begins to open up. This is the kind of final act. The 3 factions have been reduced down to 1. What did I just... Oh. There's a switch there. Okay. So yeah, the 3 factions have been reduced down to 1. And not only have they been reduced, but that one faction was successful in their goal.
Pinocchio and Belladonna, I will not allow you to continue your evil work.
We're all angry, but we can't let the Benevodons loose like this. We have to defeat them as soon as possible. Come on!
Okay. So... where was that? I suppose there's like a map, isn't there? We are looking for... Seriously? Maybe it's not showing up on the map because we haven't been there yet. We went by it earlier. That's why I'm slightly annoyed. Okay, so there's the Night Cavern. It's a new place. There we go. Woods of Wandra. So this is what was recommended. So before we go... at this point, this is kind of like the way that the second half of Final Fantasy VI works and some other stuff. Where we've reached the point in the game where the world is somewhat open. We have our objectives. There are 8 Benevodons.
Wood seems to get thicker the deeper you travel. With all this foliage, we should keep the fire magic to a minimum.
So yeah, there's 8 Benevodons, and you have to defeat them before you can reach the area where the final boss is. And that's kind of it. This is weird. It's like a weird 2.5D platformer-y thing. Just to be clear, I'm not planning on playing all of this level out right now. My goal was just to kind of get to some enemies so I could see my... so I could show what I was going to be doing for a grind before I did it. Hey, there's a question mark seed. No enemies yet. I'm a little annoyed.
I'll take point and
Okay.
put the rear to you.
Diamond! Okay.
I need to stick around after a win.
Perfect. So
Time to work together, everyone.
these Queen Ebb enemies are going to be what I'm primarily focusing on.
Don't think so.
We've got our 2 Luck Plus items, or not items, skills to increase rare drop rates, and these are supposed to be one of the best chances to get those question mark seeds. So at this point we've got 3, and realistically I probably could have gone and planted a few, but I do feel like I would prefer to have a good chunk of them available before we get too far. Perfect.
Last words. Don't think so.
companions.
Careful! It's the enemy!
What a waste of time. No face though. Gotcha! You can't run.
You can already see these things are a lot nastier than a lot of the things we fought earlier. Very wide area of effect spells. And actually the light lance that they're using is that, I think that's like the equivalent of one of our what are they called? Class arts or critical arts. Critical strikes, there we go, class strikes. There's another question seed. Awesome. I am going one more screen over. Mostly just because I am curious if there is a statue here. I'm not seeing one. Okay, so I think this is going to be I think this is going to be my grinding spot then. I'm gonna go back and forth, kill a few more of those bees, and then we'll pick back up next time with a few more seeds in hand, and hopefully I will be able to find what we're looking for, and we'll be able to go get our class upgrades before we begin hunting Benevodons. Hopefully you're enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.